You never see it coming. You say that my mind is too fast for rise. You're done, but the time is hit you. You're not surprised.
Friends, now on this channel I generally like all the stuff that I show to be somewhat attainable. Like I know I'm not the cutting edge gear guy. I simply don't get the newest things in stock for for instant reviews as soon as they're out. But I generally like when I show something for you to be going, cool, if I like that I can just go on one of your main knife retailers and buy it. Now it's not the case for this, sadly. This is the Emerson CQC Hawk. And the reason I'm doing a video of it is, I don't know, I've just been really enjoying using it lately, and it occurred to me how often I've been using it. I had to go and pull it out the back of the shed. I'd left it out overnight because I was using it to cut up some scrap metal, so just to get it into manageable, foldable parts to take to the recycling centre. So there's just sheet steel and things like that, but it has just become like a real kind of, I thought moving here that it would be my big belt knife that would be getting the work out, and it's actually been this guy. It's just got that little bit of extra force you can apply to really get stuff apart, and as such it's been really pushed into so many weird and unusual roles. So no longer available, I don't think. You may have to go on the secondary market. It's a very simple tool, as a Hawk is. It's got a bolt at the top holding on this head, making sort of a T shape, and then down through a polymer handle. I think there is some reinforcement inside the polymer. It certainly is very strong. It has not failed despite being used for all sorts of things. The blade steel it's a spring steel I hadn't heard of. I'll put the name and the bits and bobs of it on screen now. But yeah, it's a sort of a mid-carbon, great axe head type steel, because axe heads, you don't want super high carbon steels. They just then tend to chip and be a bit more fragile, so you want something nice and malleable, and this certainly is it. Only issue I've had is when I used this to start some weeks ago I made a little backyard incinerator out of a oil drum. I used this to start the holes to begin chiseling off the rest of the lid, just to get somewhere started, and that did put a little bit of a chip in the edge. But all I did was I got like an abrasive wheel on my angle grinder, like a flap wheel, and put a new sort of more rounded, but still sharp enough. You still apply a lot of PSI through there, sharp enough tip there, and it actually looks fine too now as well. Of course, I've also been using this for, I've got a whole bunch of firewood I'm starting to separate into split and round, so the splitting stuff works really, really well there as well. It performs like a little axe, certainly should. Blade shape, it's got like a pretty standard kind of hawk or pipe hawk style head. It indexes really well. It's you hold your hand in a straight on sort of hammer fashion, and the blade is right there. It's really good. And I find the spike has just been a really useful thing to have. A spike on a stick, you find yourself using that all the time in a place like where I am at the moment. So I don't know, these were probably too expensive when they were made, and they're probably far too expensive now. I got this in a trade for a couple of knives from a buddy Jeff. I'm not going to do a full proper review on it because, as I said, it's just not attainable for you guys. It comes with a sheath, I believe, but the sheath wasn't super high quality, so Jeff sent it to me in a SOG fast hawk sheath, and that seems to be doing the job just fine. Main issue I've got is the handle here. It's just kind of segmented in the sort of the fiber comp type material. That can cause just a little bit of a hot spot. If you've got an existing blister, which I do at the moment from a cut test I did yesterday, I've just been 3-fingering this guy for today, but yeah, it's can just sort of wear on you a little bit, but overall super durable, super fun to use little hawk. And I don't know, if you can find one of these, I don't think you'd regret getting one. I just would caution on paying too much, because again, you probably can get cold steel to make you something very similar in 1055 that will probably do just as well. But anyway, thought I'd just do a quick little video showing it, because I have certainly been using it, and I guess that's kind of what this channel is all about to an extent. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.